All right, Jesse on Fire, welcome to the channel. So I'm on site. This is my Labor Day trip. So I'll probably include some footage of this place that I'm at because this is like the most beautiful property ever. And it's just like me and my family staying here. It's unreal. But like my extended family, not just like me and Gabrielle and my kids. But anyway, I'm going to talk about Conor McGregor. And Conor McGregor is rich. And on top of which, I'm going to talk to you about why that speaks to why he's not fighting. Okay. So first of all, if you like the channel, subscribe, ring the bell. Look at this. Like, I'm here on Labor Day at this amazing property, and I'm kneeling down with the camera on a stool so I can do this video, because I promised you guys I will do a video a day. Now, yesterday you may have noticed that I didn't do one on this channel, but you know what? I did on Jesse on Everything, and that video is fire. Okay, if you have not watched that video, if you don't think it'll be funny to watch me make fun of Ellen and her producers, that what if they just told the truth? If you really if you watch that video that I put on Jesse on Everything yesterday and you don't think it's funny, then I don't know how you could like this and not like that. It'd be impossible. Anyway, but yeah, so I'm working hard, filming while I'm here, and that's that. So this video is so Conor just got named on the Forbes athlete list. He's somewhere in the middle because he made $48 million. Okay, so he made over $30 million just for the Cowboy fight. Right, so everybody was like, "Oh, these UFC fighters, they only make like $1 million," and I told you that is a disclosed amount. Okay, Conor made over $30 million to fight Cowboy, to fight an aging fighter who had lost 2 in a row, and everybody knew that he was going to beat. Okay, that's what kind of star power this guy has. And he made another 5 with Reebok, and then some other money with whatever. But he said that if they would have counted his profits from Proper 12, he would have been number 1 on the list, and I believe that. So what, he needed another 50 million that he's probably made in Proper 12. I believe that 100%. And here's the thing. So 2 things. Number 1, what Conor says about business and about just life in general, when you're that kind of businessman, is that there are 2 sides of business. Okay. 2. And I've talked about this before. There's the functional analytical side, and then there's the instinct branding, exposure side. All right. Now, if you have those 2 sides of the coin surrounded, you cannot lose. I mean, like you can't lose. So look at Kardashian, the youngest Kardashian, who's supposedly, whatever, worth $900 million. Oh my God. What is her name? The youngest Kardashian. Dated Tyga, whatever, the hot one that does like the lips and, she does like makeup stuff, right? Do you think that she has like a really strong mind for business? You think that's why she's worth $900 million? Or do you think that she has an incredibly established brand and an army of girls who would do anything to be her? And so anything that she sells that's like, here, you can be like me, they're like, Apple Pay, Apple Pay, Apple Pay, right? Conor, he has that surrounded now, right? He has that surrounded. He can point at a product and it'll blow up. I bought his Reebok shoes the day I found out that he had a Reebok deal, and they're the best shoes ever. They are the best shoes ever, like literally the best shoes ever. They're the best shoes I've ever bought in terms like sneakers. Straight up, will swear by that. I could do another video on them if you guys wanted. But yeah, so think about it. Like Conor McGregor probably made as much money on paper last year as like Dana White, Like literally made like 100, Dana probably makes, 30 a year with UFC. Well, actually, no, with the increased value in UFC, it's whatever, neither here nor there. Bottom line, Conor's a boss now, okay? He doesn't need to do anything for anyone. He doesn't need to respond to anyone on Twitter. He doesn't need to fight. He doesn't need to do anything. And I guarantee you that he will fight next year. And here's what I think is going on, because I was thinking about this as like, man, he called his shot, he's delivered. And let me just say this, okay? I'm trying to keep myself out of these videos as much as I can, but this particular issue, let me just call this out, okay? When I blow up, like when I really blow up, when I'm a well-known, established brand, watch how I take advantage of that in this realm, okay? Now, I probably won't say that as I get bigger, because that's the thing, you don't want to you don't want to show behind the curtain. But for you guys, my early adopters, I will tell you right now, when my brand blows up, that is exactly what I will do with it. When I had the TV show, when I was, we were trying to get the TV show on Esquire, that was my 100% motivation. I was like, I'm going to get the TV show on, Major League Fantasy is going to blow up, then I'm going to start a clothing brand. And I'm going to take this exposure that I have, create a brand around myself, and I'm going to use it to just print money with all of these different products that correspond to the brand. So fantasy sports, entrepreneurial clothing, athletic clothing, etc. Like that's what I was going to do, and that's still what I'll do. Just absent the TV show, now I'm gonna have to build it up this way. But Conor has successfully done that, right? And so think about it like this, okay? So he doesn't need the money, he doesn't need the exposure, he doesn't need anything. He literally has enough. He's printing money right now. He doesn't need to fight. So what's he waiting for, really? Right? Like, what's he really waiting for? He said at the beginning of the year that he was going to fight in the season. Okay, what changed? Coronavirus, right? Lockdown. So what is also different? Okay, so now obviously he could fight Dustin Poirier or Tony Ferguson at UFC 254, right? He could do that. Why is he not doing that? Aside from the fact that he's not going to be a co-main event, obviously, but why is he not taking a fight right now? Is it because what I thought before? I thought he was doing it because he's waiting for a title shot. I don't think that's what it is anymore. I have officially changed my mind, okay? What I think it is I think the absence of the crowd takes the juice away for him, right? Like, it's not the same thing. Like, he's already won the fight game. Like, he's won the fight game, okay? He's not an up-and-comer. He's not like, he's not like Jorge Masvidal, who just is winning, like just now is winning. And so he's going to take these fights, he's going to make his money, he's going to do his thing. Conor's already made the money. Okay, now it's about that other thing that Masvidal talks about every time he fights. It's about that drug that they can't figure out a way to recreate. The drug, fighting in the cage in front of 30,000 people, the roar of the crowd, all of that. That's what it's about for Conor, and it's not there. It's not even an option now. Okay, like, he's not ducking fighters. There's no crowds. That's not interesting to him. He's already won the fight game. Like, he can go to his gym and fight against top level fighters whenever he wants. He doesn't feel like he needs to test himself against guys anymore. He's already proven he's a world champion. So, like, testing himself against guys, that's not the juice. The juice for him is putting himself under the most incredible amount of pressure ever, going out in front of the crowd and then performing in front of the screaming fans. That environment is critical to why he would want to fight. I'm very confident about that now. And I don't know why I didn't think of that before, but it dawned on me, and I was like, that is what it is. I'm very confident about that. That is one of the main reasons he's not fighting. No crowds. It's the juice. That's the juice for him. That is the juice, the crowds. So, anyway, good for Conor. I am calling my shot for the 100th time. That is what I will do for sure. Once I have, I'm not saying I'm going to make $48 million in a year, but when I have exposure and I'm a well-known brand, watch the types of companies that I tie my brand to, that I launch myself, that are actually my companies, like Proper 12, etc. Like, that is 100% part of the plan. Jesse on fire, Jesse on everything, blow up, then start building companies off of that brand. That's the blueprint. So anyway, if you like the content, subscribe, ring the bell, and like I said, I put in my last video on Jesse on everything, reach out to me for any reason, you guys. Like, if you hear me making grandiose plans and you think that means that, like, you can't email me and I won't talk to you, like, I will definitely talk to you. Like, I respond to basically every single person who emails me. So my email is in the description. Feel free to hit me up about anything. I think you should be able to differentiate confidence from arrogance, because an arrogant guy would duck you guys and just, I'm just confident that it's going to work. But I'd love to talk to all of you guys. So hit me up anytime. If you like the content, subscribe, ring the bell. Peace.